Hello, Dumela ni hao. Welcome back to another model comparison video, and this is of the Piedmont and Pan Am Boeing 737-200s. Let's get started with the Piedmont plane. Now, we have our Piedmont title, 737-200 title. This is a retro Jets model. The plane, I think, may have been still flying by the time this model has been released, but since Piedmont has been dissolved since 1989, it was likely flying either for USA, Metrojet, or God knows what other airline. But yeah, we got a Piedmont bird logo thingy, and Gemini Jets logo, and the box art obviously. Then we have our data at the back of the model, so 737201 from Piedmont, construction line number. The registration is November 795 November. Plane's powered by two Pratt & Whitney JT-AD-15 engines. The plane was built and delivered in 1982. So, not that old. So, yeah. Anyway, we've got some data here, more data here, and then some data on the plane from here. So, we have our length, the wingspan, height, empty weight, cruising speeds, 545 miles per hour, range almost 3,000 miles. And the seating capacity is 115 mixed class, 120 high density. So, let's see how the Pan Am compares. So it is a newer model. This model was from 2000. Let's compare it to a model from 2016. So here we have the box art of the plane, Pan Am title, 737-200. Then we have the plane climbing, some data back here, and yeah, still the date of models making. Data on the plane, some here, so like length, the height, the wingspan. And then we have the livery from Pan American. The plane's a Boeing 7237-222. Construction line number. The plane is registered as November 67 Alpha Foxtrot, which means it flew for Florida before it ended up in Pan Am's hands. And you can see it by the date, as we will get to, with it being built in 69 and delivered to Pan Am in 82. So we got the empty weight, the cruising speed, and the range, which is very similar. It is pretty much the same, and the capacity is also the same, so yeah. So how do the two models from the two different decades differ? Well, first of all, I do want to note both models have received damage. I've had these models for the last 4 or 5 years, give or take. So yeah, both have a bit of damage. But if we can look past that, the way they did the cockpit windows is definitely very different. I like the older style more because, I don't know, the eyebrows just look better, they pop better, and plus they have the rims around the eyebrows as well, which I actually personally love. But I don't hate the Pan Am design either. They also made the eyebrows thicker, which I don't know if that's more accurate. There's also more detail on the plane. Like, for example, you have your sentry details, you have your nose cone details, and so on. We do have our air stairs here, but not that much more detail. We have our wing lights, etc., etc. Our overwing emergency exit. They're pretty much similar designs here. The window rims are just a little thinner, and we have a little antenna. We have more detail on the engines, about the data, about the inlets, the stuff you'd usually see on the engines. This does not have an overwing light, or it's not printed on the one side. I don't know why it's like this. But pretty much there's not really much difference to say in the design area of the models. They actually use the same mold, as you will come to see. The real difference does come when you look under the plane, like when you take a look at the cargo doors, the sentry details, the landing gear, how that was done. There's no stand hole in this model, for example. No APU doors, no APU shaft, nothing of that sort. When we look at the Pan Am, we have all sorts of details. Not only just another antenna, but we have doors done properly with more detail on them. We have our landing gear that has more detail on it. We have our stand hole, the logo is in a different way. We have the APU doors and the APU shaft details. We have those little bits of detail there. So that is definitely the difference. So which airline flew it better? Well, honestly, I don't think it's a very fair comparison to say who flew it better in this case. Usually it's easy, but yeah. Both airlines did end around the same time. This one in 1989, this one in 1991. So technically, I guess you can say Pan Am flew it for longer, I guess, but not a lot. They only flew 5 of these. I don't know how many Piedmont flew. If anyone knows how many they flew, that would be good to know. Also, I'm trying to hit 700 subs by New Year's or the 31st of January. 1st of January, whichever comes first, you know. So yeah, please get me there ASAP. Also, please like, subscribe, leave a comment. Peace.